Well, it's been a few weeks since we had that great afternoon here. You gave me a call a couple of days ago and you said get on down. Why?
Since you were last here, Bill, the boat ramp's been finished. It's open and ready to go, and the fish are fired up again.
I brought my boat down, one of our boats, with a mate of mine, Peter. You got your boat. Let's go out and just see exactly what we can get in a short afternoon's fishing session. Now, have you got a hint for me?
Since we last fished, we flatlined trolled last time.
That's right, yeah.
The fish have gone a bit deeper, so 30 foot on the Downrigger with Tazzy Devils.
Okay. Well, we'll go out and do a bit of downrigging and see what we can get on that, eh?
No worries, Bill.
Since the 1960s, when these great sport fish were first brought to Australia, there have been over 1 million stocked in Lake Bullen Merri. And this year, the fishing has never been better. Well, Steve said he was getting his fish at 30 feet, and that means you're going to have to use a downrigger. What a downrigger does, it just lowers and releases a big bomb weight. This weight's about 3 kilos. You can just lower it down to 30 feet. It'll take your lure with it. On a release clip, fish hits the lure, pulls out of the release clip, you've got it on free of the weight. Downrigging's pretty simple. You just put your lure out the back. In this case, I'm using one of the new Tazzy Devil live skins in a rainbow trout pattern, and I put it out about 30 feet behind the clip. Just simply clip your line into your release, pop you right into the rod holder, decrease your drag, and then just slowly just undo this drag a little bit more, and then we're just going to slowly let the whole system down to about 30 feet. Now there's a line counter on here that'll just tell you when we're down to 30 feet. You don't let it drop you don't wind it down too quickly because you might prematurely pull the line out of your release clip. When you're trolling, you should be trolling ideally about 2 to 3 knots for Tazzy Devils.
Oh, fish on.
Well, that didn't take long, Pete.
Not at all.
So one thing you can do, you can either just, if the fish are controllable and a medium size, you can just keep on trolling. So,
Ooh,
feisty.
very feisty. There we go.
Pete.
Nice.
Grab hold of that
I'll
rod.
hold that.
So it's a nice little Chinook, probably been in here 2nd season. There you go, mate. You want me to let it go, do you?
You can let it go.
There we go. Now, the best way to rig these Tazzy Devils for trolling in Lake Bullen Merri and indeed Purrumbete and the other crater lakes around Camperdown is simply just to run your Tazzy Devil on your main line or your leader, put the beads supplied, and what we have here is supplied a number 1 or a size 1 treble hook. So that's just the standard way you can rig your Tazzy Devil. But what I've been using today is a little variation on the theme, because these fish can be quite big, so I actually want to hang on to them and I really don't want to have a treble let go or get thrown. So I'm just going to use the same setup, just thread your Tazzy Devil onto your main line or leader, use the bead, but then attach it with a fast attach and then a little size 2 or 1 assist hook. That's going to make it a little bit difficult to actually unhook the fish, but it's a very, very strong connection for hanging on to those big fish. And lastly, my normal method of trolling for these lakes is just, again, put your Tazzy Devil on your line, your bead, and then I just use a little snap and then a single size 1 side wash. That I find to be probably the best all-round way of rigging your Tazzy Devils. There we go. Another one.
Oh, okay.
It's another probably 12-month-old fish. But I always say if you're catching 1 or 2, that's a good thing.
The wind got us.
And that is interesting because that's on one of the new live skin Tazzy Devils, which mimic the patterning of the fish.
Well,
Good fish. Out of gear. Out of gear.
Yep.
Wind these in.
Double hookup.
Yeah. Wow. This will be interesting. They're two good fish on the downrigger. Hit like a freight train too. These will be Chinook, I'd say. How's yours going, Pete?
Good, mate, good.
We'll just try to get some of this collateral damage in here. Oh, look at him out there.
Well, yours is up.
He's
Mine's
up on
gone,
the top already.
Mine's gone down.
Yeah, I'll just take it easy. Just play him easy. I'd say these are both good quality Chinook salmon.
Here he comes.
Oh, he'll run on you, don't worry about that. Actually, this is quite good. Mine's
Yours out wide.
100 metres back behind the boat. These guys fight as hard as anything in the sea. Have a look at that, miles back.
I got colour.
You got colour?
He's a beautiful fish. You right?
Beautiful.
Oh, thank you very much.
That is exactly why we came here. And it's exactly why Steve told us to come here. That is a ripper Chinook salmon, all of 3 kilos. That's as good a fish as you're going to catch in this lake, Peter.
Well, I've got to be happy with that. He's giving you curry, isn't he?
Yeah, it's all right. Stay there. You just have to be patient with these guys. A lot of people fish for them on shore. I've actually caught a lot off the south bank there, and they run 200-300 metres out here. Well, here you go, Pete. That answered my question.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's just foul hooked. It's actually just popped him on the top of the head with the
Yeah.
with the single on the assist.
And he
Really just grabbed that guy. Not quite as big as yours, but still a lovely fish.
Oh, yeah.
That's all at 2 kilos.
Be happy with him.
Have a look at those two fish. Bought out in about 1966, I think, and obviously cannot be replaced. They're stocked out of Snobs Creek, and they are beautiful streamlined fish.
If you look at the sounder here, you can see there's a bomb at just over 6 metres and another one at 7 metres. And directly underneath the one at 7 metres, there's half an arch, which shows a fish that's directly beneath the bomb, no doubt having a look at what's swimming past.
Here we go. Just knock him out of gear, Pete.
Yep.
Guy just pulled it out just lazily then. They're amazing. They're just the hardest
He's in charge of
fighting salmonid you can get in Australia at the moment. They are tough.
Very
Fisheries has got this lake right back up to what it was like back in the 60s and 70s now. These fish are, along with the tiger trout and the brown trout that are in here, makes it a fabulous fishery. Have a look at that over there.
Oh, gee, he's fat, that one.
He
Look
is,
how
isn't he?
deep he is.
Hey? This is on one of those new live skin Tazzy Devils, little rainbow trout.
Oh,
And that's another ripper Chinook salmon. And how fast did it fight, eh?
Oh.
For a fish that's, you know, that's going to be just a tad under 2 kilos and ran 80
He
metres.
just screamed off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But pulled it out of the downrigger pin, you know, really softly. You didn't even notice it.
Didn't it? No, you just...
And then one last thing too, mate, you see here I'm just using some single assist hooks,
Yeah.
which make it a lot easier.
I'm impressed with the
Hookups a lot
hookup rate
better.
on those.
Yeah, they're really good.